Light.
We're live. Welcome back to the Life Is Good podcast, motherfuckers.
I do not condone swearing, but yes. How has it been?
It's been a week, hasn't it?
It's been a week. Yeah. Should we also go live on my IG? I hate when there's nobody watching us, you know.
We need to stand that.
Yeah.
Good.
Why is my hair like curled? I don't like it like this. Okay. So this way, right? Oh, it has to get naked. Do you mind disrobing it?
Woot.
Okay, is it? Yeah. Let's see how many people we get. Where do we put this hair? Why
Why
are you
not?
so far away? Okay, if we put this hair like that. Oh, it would not work. Okay.
What's that on the left?
Your computer.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Rooks. Okay, there we go. I think it's fine. What do you say?
All right, let's do it.
Yay! Okay. So,
How was the week?
I can't even remember when the week started or when the week ended. Did we go gambling last weekend? What did we do this week? Like the last weekend, what did we do? We did something.
Nothing too exciting.
No, we
had a
did
little
something.
party.
We did
A
something.
little party.
Oh no! You met Mark.
Yes.
That was on the weekend, right?
Yeah, Friday.
That was Friday?
Yeah.
No, but on Friday. And then on Saturday, what did we do? Oh, I went shopping on Saturday.
Yes.
Yes. And then on Friday, yeah. So on Friday, what we did. Hi, Tessa. Tessa.
Hello.
On Friday. Hi, I ate foods. You're welcome to come upstairs and join if you want the podcast. So on Saturday, we had, what did we do again?
You went shopping.
No, that was Friday. Yeah, sorry, on Friday. Oh, well, the town finally kind of feels like it's getting back to normal. I would like to say that. It kind of feels like it's getting back to normal, which is quite exciting. After a year of lockdown, we went to some Mexican place. And they had loud music. And it was like, oh my God, it was like nice, you know? And then everybody came back. And what did we do here?
Party.
Yeah. Oh, tried on high heels. My high heels, yeah. Yeah, and we're going to get a DJ set up and we're going to be live streaming that as well. Will that be on Twitch? What are you guys thinking?
Perhaps.
Yeah, so we're going to be live streaming DJ sets from L30. Might be on Twitch. We're going to get some neon lights. Hopefully when are we getting the DJ set by?
I think within a week or so.
Yeah, you guys move fast.
Amazon. Depends on how fast.
Are you getting it from Amazon? You're not going to be on Carousel?
No, from Amazon.
Why?
Don't know. Did not think about it too much.
But isn't it cheaper on Carousel?
I don't know.
Okay, well, yeah, so that, and then I'm getting my stuff from China, so it's probably going to take 2-3 weeks for
I'm
that.
not really sure where it's coming from, to be honest.
Oh, but if it's Amazon, it's going to take 1-2 weeks, nothing more than that.
Yeah.
But my stuff is definitely from China, from Taobao. And from Taobao, this person, from Taobao, it will be definitely take say about 2-3 weeks. We'll get lighting. Then we're definitely going to do some DJ beats, DJ sounds. I'm loving your new track. It's in production. I've heard a bit of it. I'm loving it. I've become a techno head. I can't believe it. I will be, fiddling with the Ableton a bit as well.
Yeah,
I've got it downloaded. So very excited about that.
We got to get you on the decks as well.
Yes. So definitely.
Think about a set for
Ziggy Zimmy 1, 2, 3. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, we'll live stream. We'll get people here. We'll get a live audience. 8 plus 5. What is that? 13 people in the house. Woo! Legal as well. And we need to do a podcast on the sky with the skyline. So I think I'm going to get mics for doing podcasts there. We're going to do a bit more formal, like maybe roundtable discussions or something. Make it look a bit more fancy, dress a bit better. For me, you're beautiful as you are. So yeah, that's the upcoming plans. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, for whose birthday is it next? Shaheed?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe Shaheed's birthday next. And then yeah, we'll just be doing a lot of live sets, I guess, right? So we have things that I feel we should stream. Tuesdays dinners and live sets. Right? So that would be actually quite cool. Like a Twitch channel called L30, and you can see what's going on.
I don't know about the Tuesday dinners, but
what's wrong with Tuesday dinner?
I don't know if
Mukbang?
the gang will like the
I think
privacy intrusion there.
I think the only person who has an issue is Dan. I don't think anybody else has an issue. What's it? Patrick does not have an issue.
We'll see.
I mean, we don't really talk about anything crazy.
Oh yeah.
If you know the camera's on, you're gonna censor yourself anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
And our grand total of like 1 viewer. Ooh. Yeah, that's it, I guess. But this whole week, what's your take on like the changing dynamics in the tech world? There's a lot of like Bitcoin prices going to 52 now. It went from 60, 61, 62 to 57 when I bought it, and now it's 52.
It's just bouncing around in that range, really. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, but yeah. So I guess 60 was its peak. I really don't know. And then they're saying there's going to be a stock market crash, or the bubble will burst.
Well, it was supposed to be in March. Didn't really happen.
Well, March hasn't ended, right? Technically. Yeah, and we have all these like new platforms, and I would like to know what people are doing in Clubhouse, because I've not used that thing.
Yeah.
Even once.
I think it's pretty active, actually.
You think it's active?
I don't use it that much.
I don't even use Instagram that much anymore. I don't really use social media that much anymore. Maybe it's just.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a big big commitment, right? You need to listen in, like turn on your, phone and everything. I don't know, it's a bit of a hassle. And like being live, and like the whole gimmick is like it's live and you don't want to miss it. There's no no recordings or anything. But I don't know. To me, it's not that big of a deal.
I mean, I feel after a year of staying indoors, I think the FOMO factor has gone.
Yeah.
I don't know, for me at least. Like, is there any like? I used to be the kind of person that I always wanted to go out. Now I'm just like, I'd rather just stay here. And I was thinking, like, have I changed as a person? I think we have just realized that staying in is actually not that bad. And FOMO is actually nothing, really.
Yeah, I don't know. In my friend group, there's almost no one using it, really. Just a few guys.
Is that for work?
Work or just, fooling around. Nothing serious.
I've got different kind of friend groups. So my close friend group, they've never been into like social media. So actually, my closest friends are actually not on social media, which I love. They're not those kind of people. They're the kind of people that if I go home, they have very quiet lives. Very quiet lives, very sober, very boring, but lovely boring. It's calming and lovely. Or we with my friends who they go out a lot, but they're not really into that whole social media thing. They're really not. And then I have some other people who super into social media, but when we talk, we don't really talk about social media.
Yeah.
But they're into it. But personally, I don't have the time for it.
I don't feel like. Do you feel like there's the Clubhouse
demographic
scene has been able to break through? Had any breakthrough new people, new influencers on there? I just feel like it's the same old people just moving their Twitter or Instagram audience to Clubhouse.
I haven't even been on the platform. I've only been on the platform I think once, No, twice. So once I was on the platform to see who else was on the platform. That's it. That's what I first logged in. That's it. Second time I was on the platform was when I was with you, remember? And they made me a moderator. What did they make me?
Speaker.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God. And then they heard me and then they put me on mute. And then I kind of got bored because I didn't know when to speak, and then I logged off. And that's my experience, basically.
It was a kind of weird one, though.
What?
There were like a bunch of speakers.
Hi, I ate food.
And like people
were talking.
But
that's the way it is. Oh yeah, it was a bit like not meet and greet, but like a platform for artists who showcase their talent. But okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I might be just a horrible person to say this, but I think the kind of people, if you have that much time to go to this kind of stuff, you must have a lot of time.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know,
not a lot of time.
Well, those things last for like at least 40, 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and it might not be a good time.
Yeah. Isn't it like that with a lot of networking stuff? Yeah. Yeah,
that's why you don't go. It's a waste of time. I feel like 90% of networking is like people with like cards, like their pocket stuff with like cards, and then they're just like passing their cards out like they're in a strip club. And the real people, like I feel networking events, a lot of them are gimmicks, because if you were a pioneer or if you're somebody influential in your field, you wouldn't have time for that. And even if you're in a conference, you'll be the speaker in the conference and you'll be in and out because your time is so valuable. You wouldn't be the one going around passing out flyers and stuff.
I mean, I do agree, but
to a certain extent.
Yeah, because a lot of big companies, big names, and especially in tech, like stem from meetup groups and. That is true.
That's my old school thinking again. Yeah. That is true. And then there's
like Apple. Yeah? Apple, yeah, it was what was the group called?
Nerds Unite.
It's something a super nerdy group.
Yeah.
In San Francisco, obviously, and kind of stemmed from there. Wozniak, the other Steve.
Yeah.
He was one of the hackers in that group, and like not hacker, but like hacking on electronics to make stuff. And the first Apple computer actually came from that.
Yeah, but I do feel that for that to happen, so if you're in these meetup groups or whatever, okay, fine, but you have to invest a lot of time.
I agree. It's like it's
an investment.
90% of the places, things that you attend to are.
Yeah, you have to find the right people. You have to be very quick to be in a room, scan it, feel the vibe, see, is there anything that I'm going to get out of this? And with Clubhouse, there is so much noise. There's a million rooms. I'm not sure how many rooms there are, but there's like a million rooms, and it's a lot. So how are you going to go through that noise? I mean, yeah, it is. But me personally, where I'm in my life right now, I don't have time for that. I barely have time for like other things. So for me, I would love to like spend 45 minutes a day, talking to people on that, but I don't have the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I did. Maybe, good things would come out. But for me, just where I am right now, the best way if I want something to happen, I guess, is I just reach out directly via email to the person. But no, I see where you're coming from. It is right. I've met some people on Instagram that I'm like, whoa, they've like really, really helped me. Like that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I felt if it was on Clubhouse, I would have never known how amazing his work was just because I never really saw his work. Do you see what I mean? He'll just be talking and I'll be like, But I do see it's useful.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm a late adopter when it comes to technology. I'm very skeptical. I'm very, very skeptical, and I'm a late adopter. I think everything's a hype.
I'm pretty much the same, really.
No, I'm way later than you. I'm like 15 years later than you.
Yeah. We're pretty much on the same platforms.
Yes, that is true. Yes, but
maybe I use Twitter a little bit more, but
I used to use. I used to use Twitter in 2010. I used to use Twitter in 2010, 2011. I used to use it, but I found it like too labor intensive. I have a Medium account. I have a Twitter account.
Yeah, I was so hyped up about Medium when it first came out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, this is the future and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And then it just didn't happen. It's weird.
Well, I think Medium, people still do use Medium. I feel real connections. There's like a million platforms now. It's very segregated.
Yeah.
But you always have to know the key influencers.
Yeah. And I think like in general, blogs kind of died off. You think so? I mean, I used to read a bunch of blogs like every day before I, when I went to bed, and go through like 3-4 blog posts.
I actually read blogs. There was this thing called I'mNotObsessed.com, and it was like pictures of celebrities. This was in 2000 and paparazzi shots. Yeah. This was like 2008, I think, and I used to go through it until like somebody showed me, oh, actually Daily Mail does it so much quicker. So then I went to Daily Mail, and then from Daily Mail, I kind of went on Snapchat because Snapchat has the same feature, but it's so much quicker.
Mm-hmm. The Explorer kind of thing.
No, right? They have Daily Mail on Snapchat.
Oh, okay.
Yes, or magazines on Snapchat, which I prefer. And then it kind of went to Instagram. So now basically blogs and everything have been replaced by Instagram, basically.
Yeah.
Because even when you look at like the Wall Street Journal or anything, it's on Instagram. Yeah. And they have a little snapshot. If you want to read more, link in bio, and then you click on that.
Yeah.
I think that's the way it's gone. So I feel Medium, yes, Medium's a great place where you can have your writing, but where people are going to find your writing, it probably will be in Instagram. Yeah, I'm surprised that Facebook groups still exist and people actually use it. I have
some of them, like for some industries, it's really big.
Like
one of the main marketing channels, especially for like B2B companies.
I'm surprised. It's just weird. Like, why would you use?
I'm also quite confused about how people use Facebook, but.
Me too.
But yeah, it is a big thing. I think especially in the States.
Do you feel tech-wise, the States is kind of like behind?
Not really.
I mean, when we look at the bigger picture, we're not looking
like social media tech.
We're talking about like people. So how tech savvy they are. The average Joe, if you're looking at through all the 4 states.
I don't know.
I was surprised to know that 30% didn't have a broadband internet or a tablet.
Yeah, could be.
But no, and it's definitely more when you add all ethnicities up. But like we're looking at Black people, and it was 30%, and I was like, wow, no broadband and no like computer, no nothing. You just have a phone. And then if you look at developing nations like India and Africa, cell phone ownership is like at 90%. Yeah. And that is higher than places like America. It's like, what the hell?
Well, it's a lot of people there, right? It's a big country.
Yeah, but we're looking per person, But
yeah, I mean,
I think it's because they've skipped the whole so it went from like computers to the cell phone. So they've skipped all that.
A lot of people love their computers and love doing stuff on their computers and have like a flip phone. But I don't know, it's I almost died there. Wrong hole. I think it's a lot of people living in like
in the past.
Not in the past, but in like rural areas. They're already close to their communities, so they don't really need that,
And the funny thing is, when you go to like developing nations like Africa, like continents like Africa, Asia, you have people who are where cell phones and new technology and solar energy. Yeah, they're more receptive to it.
Yeah, and there was that thing about like people that you kind of mentioned, the skipping of the the computer age kind of thing.
Yeah. They missed on. It's like sense, they missed out on that. So now and these phones and everything are a lot cheaper for them. Right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think, but in general, I feel like the States are pretty. I mean, when you think about, there's some major states in the States.
Yeah, but when we talk about America, we don't talk about New York and California and Texas.
It's a handful of states.
When you talk about Idaho, when you talk about.
But I mean, not a lot of people live there. And
yeah, but it's still a state.
And I don't know if that's fair, right? Because, like, when you think about a different country, first of all, they don't have, like, I don't know, 250 million people, 300 million people, right? I mean, like, if you would compare that, I think the only places you compare is, like, India and China, right?
No, let's talk about Nigeria.
Okay, all right. They have, like, I don't know, 100 million people?
Let me check. Google.
Something in that.
How many people in Nigeria? Where's Google? Sorry, Siri.
I don't know. I think.
Oh, fuck. Let me see.
Well, my point is that, not even like the states are homogenous, right? Like they're mostly the big cities in those states. So basically, you need to think about cities or metro areas.
201 million.
Wow, Nigeria is 200 million people?
Yeah.
Wow.
States is 328.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a huge place.
Yeah. I thought it was around like 100 million.
It's big.
Damn.
Damn, boy. Yeah, it is really, really big. And so if you look at that, and then you see how many of these people own cell phones, and how many of these people own 2 cell phones, and then on how many of these people are on the internet, is crazy. Per capita, as compared to like developed nations.
Yeah, interesting point. I'm pretty don't know a lot about developing countries, to be honest. I know that there are some countries like Indonesia and some African countries that are like going crazy right now, growing like double figure percentages every year with GDP and whatnot, and going crazy like that, which is really cool. But I don't know what's driving it really.
It's definitely like so the next like 2010, like a lot of companies were looking at we're looking at Africa as the next thing that's going to be upcoming.
But has it really?
Well, yeah, definitely. Well, as if I was going to put money down for property or for any kind of entertainment, the next Dubai is going to be Ghana. I can bet you in the next 5 years it's going to be Ghana. It's already like you're getting celebrities down there, you got the clubs down there, you got properties.
It's Nigeria and Ghana, right?
Well, Nigeria is the nerdy one. Yeah.
The biggest two are probably.
Well, no, we've got
excluding South Africa.
Well, South Africa is the problem with South Africa. I know a lot about West Africa. I do not know much about South Africa. And South Africa, they have that whole like issue with a lot of crime. Actually, don't hold me to this, but if I'm not wrong, the most dangerous place in Africa is actually South Africa. Right, from what I remember.
Excluding Somalia.
No, I think including. Somalia is only dangerous for if you're like, if there are pirates there, right? But they're in the water.
There's probably just like for tourists, probably. Like I heard about this thing. I don't know how true it is. It's probably like a BuzzFeed article or something, but but like so for Somalia, it's like so discouraged. Like people are so discouraged to go there.
Yeah.
That I mean,
look at him. You listen to our podcast for this year.
It's like you'll the chance of you getting kidnapped for ransom is like very high,
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. I mean, like that kind of,
as a tourist.
Well, oh yeah, as a tourist, if you're gonna go anywhere, right, and you're gonna be a dumb tourist wearing flashy jewelry, with your iPhone, like flashing it around.
Oh yeah.
You are, no matter where you are, you're a walking billboard of please rob me, right? If you're a tourist, you have to be like, you should dress like a backpacker.
Yeah.
Why would you want to? Why? I find that wherever you are, you want to blend in as much as you can.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, those kind of robberies and robbing and it's all over Africa. But things such as, proper violence, like killing and stuff, and like, gang violence and
yeah,
like that cold-blooded killing, South Africa is crazy. For white and for black. So it's like, no matter what you are, you're fucked. But when it comes to Nigeria, Ghana, definitely. Nigeria is the educational hub of Africa. So people from all over Africa go there to study. They are now the people who left Nigerian, or they have their roots in Nigeria. They're funding it and stuff, and they're having boxing schools and football schools. Because if you look,
I know it's a big thing for tech as well, Nigeria.
Yeah.
A lot of VC, not a lot, but comparably, a lot of VC money is getting allocated there.
And are these for Nigerian-owned tech companies, or is
Nigerian founder companies?
So ethnically Nigerian.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that.
They have very smart.
It's not an amazing number of amount of money, but it's growing.
They have very, very smart people. I don't know much about Ghana, but I do know Nigeria, incredibly smart people, because a lot of them are professors in at Harvard, in the top unis in UK, So they're very nerdy, very smart.
Yeah.
And then when you look at West African, when you look at these footballs, France and a lot of these football clubs and all of these athletics, a lot of these West Africans are representing other countries in the Olympics.
Oh yeah.
Right? So there's that whole movement of bringing that back home, so as to speak. Yeah. So that's why people are investing, back into the country.
Yeah, I think at least for tech, there's a lot of, so obviously there's a lot of talent, right? Also, it's cheap talent, which is always nice for companies, not for people, but for companies. So I think that's quite attractive. It's also the market is pretty ripe for for technology companies to start.
Yes, there, definitely. They had. I remember a few years ago, they have their own version of Amazon, and the problem with that version of Amazon is it's not that good. And I remember Chinese companies were outsourcing a lot of their work there, Huawei. Was getting a lot of Nigerians to work for them, but then this was in 2014, 15, 16. The links between Nigeria and China were very, very strong, but then I'm not sure what happened, and then Nigeria and America became a bit better. But now I feel Nigeria is going oh, we want everything to be ours. Yeah, so interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting area to look out for, but I don't know, as a outsider, I don't know how relevant it is for, would I invest in Nigerian?
It depends on what you would want to invest in. Example, education, huge, things such as nurturing stars and nurturing people. I think that's a huge market there. And then also apparel and clothes and blah, blah, blah. That's a huge, e-commerce, huge. And then the whole thing about phones, consumer tech, that is huge as well. Right now, the problem is, at least a few years ago, I think it's still an ongoing problem. Its infrastructure is really, really, really bad because of the corruption and blah, blah. So that is one of the key issues. And there was the whole SARS movement. You saw that, right?
I don't know about that. What's that?
Okay, so basically police brutality in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So it's been going on for years. Basically, the police is very corrupt, so they beat their own people up.
Yeah.
So and the young people, they want this to stop.
Yeah.
And
But I think it's a general trend in developing countries where you get a bit more corruption.
but the thing is that between Nigeria and Ghana, if police brutality is so much that you can pay a policeman to beat somebody up, and the corruption is so much, you're not gonna get the infrastructure for your phone line to work.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get that infrastructure that you need to progress as a country. And all these young people are like, why can all these other countries do it and we can't do it? Because the government and these forces in place are hindering our development.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest issue that they're having right now. And I feel that if they fix that, their potential for growth would be amazing.
Yeah, it's tough to fix though. I think it's in most developing countries.
You can't say that. What's the other country? What's chocolate country? Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
So Ghana is way better. They're kind of right next to each other, right? Apart from Bay 9 and there's another country. But they've done a really good job. They used to export, so all cocoa for Switzerland a lot of it comes from Ghana, right? And the president or the prime minister was like, yeah, we're not going to export it anymore. We're going to make it ourselves. We're going to make chocolate ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody's like, oh, Swiss chocolate's amazing, but the cocoa bean is actually from Ghana.
Yeah. But isn't that like China, like playing to the crowd kind of thing? To me, I'm always skeptical when politicians are like, oh, we're going to create more jobs and work on our own brand, you know?
Well, at least the conversation is going that way. At least,
in theory, it's nice, but it's like always election period.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but at least the conversation for the first time is actually going that way, that let's own our own stuff. And if you look at the clubs and you're looking at a lot of like tourism with ethnically, I don't know how the right way, politically right way of saying this, but like tourism from like Black people.
Yeah.
The diaspora, I think that's what it's called. But anyway, into Ghana and a lot of people are like going back, and that pumps money into the economy and stuff. And people are realizing how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
And like Africa, I hate when they portray third world countries as like fucked up countries, where kids are starving and please feed the children, blah blah blah. That's everywhere. Go to London and I'll show you please feed the children. And I hate when but they never show that for London. They never do that. And it drives me mad because it's like there's good and bad in every place. And now these people are like, and especially with the whole thing of Afrobeat becoming, and a few like singers and West African artists becoming quite like, big and prominent in the Western world. There's a whole like, resurgence, I guess, and a whole movement towards like, people realizing that, Africa is actually not what the media portrays it to be, like, a bunch of starving kids. No, it's really not. There's like super rich people, and there's like,
Sure, yeah.
It's very exciting because that opens up a world of opportunity for, people living there, and yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been to any African country, but I don't know. To me, it seems like
a gimmick.
No. To me, I didn't find anything like that was attractive to me personally. To see and to experience. I would just assume it's pretty much the same old thing as any other place. Any other developing country.
No, I mean that. I think.
But I mean,
you could say that for any country. I mean, like any developed country is the same, right? You go to a developed country, a big town. What are you going to see? On your left, there's Starbucks. Ooh, there's a McDonald's.
Yeah.
What else do we have? We have some like a Tesco, which is basically owned by the same company. What else do we have?
Yeah, sure. I mean, and also I don't know. It's a bit far away, right? In general.
So far.
Isn't it? It's like
very far. It's 6 hours from London. How far can it get? Incredibly far. I would love. See, for me, traveling. If I'm doing traveling, I don't want to go to another glorified city.
Yeah.
I go for vibes and people, right? And basically the vibe. So places that I would go, Vegas. Okay, I see the whole appeal. I see the appeal for that, right?
Okay.
Paris.
So what's the hot spot to see in like cool place to see in like city to see in or
Nigeria.
in
Nigeria. Okay, Nigeria. You got the rich area, which is Victoria Island, which is basically like Singapore. Literally, it's like condos and super houses and super rich people. Yeah, that's the rich part, and everything's gated communities and super safe and and then you have Lagos, which is the capital. But if you're rich, you probably don't live in Lagos because it's so overcrowded, and it's a bit like if you've ever been to Malaysia, it's a bit like that. And then you have Port Harcourt, which is like a coastal town, but they're very fashion forward. And if you live there, you're probably a bit more richer. You have Abuja, which is now the capital, and that's northern Nigeria. So you've got two parts of Nigeria. You've got the Muslim Nigeria, which is in northern Nigeria, and you've got southern Nigeria, right, which is Christian. So where you see all the terrorist stuff, like the Al Qaeda stuff or whatever, that's all northern Nigeria. But now they've made Abuja the capital. So yeah, that's not really that safe. And Lagos is like, very bustling and what you would think of like as a third world country, I guess, right? Like dirt, not paved streets, like dirt. Obviously, there's nice areas. And then you have Victoria Island, which is like basically Singapore. So you have everything. And the beaches, you have beautiful beaches. You've got the people who are surfing now. You have and then you have like shacks where you go drinking. You have people fly fishing. You have people, and then you have like these places where you get like food. And then you have like I think they're called area boys, which are like gangsters basically, but they're only there for your money. These people don't give a fuck about violence. There's like no violence. Like you would think, oh my god, like black people guns. These people are like they literally is the only thing they care about is money. Like literally. Like, yeah, it's quite funny. You would from what you'd think, oh my god, it's like very violent. Nah. They literally only care about money. That's all they care about.
Generally, I mean, if you're not in the scene, it's not really violent.
I mean, no. I mean, if you go to, let's say, if you go to a hood, go to the hood in California.
Won't be violent. They'll be just after your money.
Yeah, but they'll pop a few as well.
No.
Yeah, they do. No, but they do shoot you. But they are.
If you're from the thing, like it's similar with Istanbul, right? Istanbul, there's a bunch of places in Istanbul that you'd probably get. People would attempt to mug you, and no one would like actually stab you or kill you if you're not like.
In London, they do.
In like a situation.
In London, they do.
I mean, you'd have to be very unlucky and a very uncooperative person to have that happen to you.
No, in London it's quite common. London's quite common. Some people would because they want to show off to their elders that how many people you shot. It's like a street cred thing. So I'm gonna shoot this guy who has nothing on him and is like gay. No, he's like as weak as possible. So that's what they do.
Still, it would be like something from the community and like something that.
No, really, no.
Like totally random.
Yes,
shooting you because
go read the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
It's to get street cred. Right. It's like they were like, oh, how many bodies you got? Oh, I got 4 bodies. 4 of them were tourists, but so far, yeah. But these people, they don't have any of that.
What did you say? That's like quite.
No.
Quite.
No, when
extreme
when I left London, it was like that all the time. No, for real. I used to tell my mom, like, can you stop wearing jewelry, please? Like, can you stop? My mom does not care. Like, she does not give a fuck. There is a certain level that she would dress, and she will not go below that, no matter where she's in the world, You could put her in the middle of Tasmania, or not Tasmania, or like Tanzania, or South Africa, and she'll still wear all her jewels and her fancy costumes, and she'll be like, and I'm like, Mom, you're gonna get robbed. She'll be like, I don't care. I have to look a certain way. No,
compromise, man. I respect that.
Yeah, but it's dangerous. You get people like that, but Ghana, I don't really know much about Ghana, but I do know there's a crazy like nightlife scene there. Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, I should go and visit sometime.
I really want to go. Oh, and then the tribes, right? The Dinka tribe. I just found this out from Instagram. The Dinka tribe is the tallest people in the world. They're like 7 foot. 7 foot.
It's like a real tribe, or is it just
Yeah, it's
like a
yeah.
people?
What is that? What's
like
the
the old
difference?
school tribe that live in huts and shit, or like just a group of people?
I don't know that much, but I know that they're 7 foot. They're 7 foot. That's crazy. But there's like so many like tribes, and there's so many like exotic animals.
Yeah, I mean that part of it doesn't really, interest me that much. Going on safari, speaking with local people and like the tribe and whatever, that whole, to me that's kind of gimmicky. I'd like to see like some nice, interesting, fun cities there, in the continent in general.
There's strip clubs there, if that interests you.
Yeah, like cool strip clubs maybe.
Yeah, they do. I was really shocked. I was like, oh my god, there's strip clubs. How unholy, because they're very religious as well. So I was like, wow. They have what else do they have? Yeah, they have food. The problem is they put seafood and everything, like literally. But they have food, which is interesting.
I hear they have casinos as well.
Mm.
In some places, I don't know which countries, but yeah.
I would be interested in the tribes and seeing how they live.
But isn't it weird when you're like at least for me, I'm like this white boy, right?
Yeah.
Coming in like, hey, I am, show me the way you live. I am very interested in just, it's like so weird to me, to be honest, a guy came to me like that, even regardless of the skin color, right? Show me how you live. What are you gonna have to eat tonight? I'd be like, fuck off, dude.
Okay, it's rude. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, that's how they live. That's how they, live. That's how they provide for themselves, right? Yeah, I mean, but I see what you mean. I see what you mean, that it's a bit, but other places that I would like to, like, I never thought I'd be into Turkey, but like seeing all the stuff that you showed me, I like the buildings and stuff.
There's some cool places there.
Mm.
A handful. Not a lot.
I feel like Europe is so like.
I don't know. I think it's the same everywhere. Like there are certain hotspots. Whatever the country is totally irrelevant. I think. Like certain hotspots and places that are really unique for some aspect. I think those are the ones to look out for.
But there's not many left in the world. Everything is so homogenous now.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's certain parts of America that you go and you're like, where the hell am I? Like the redneck areas.
There is that. I mean, obviously every corner has like a Starbucks, but you still have that vibe to the place, right? That you can't kind of, it's ingrained in the.
The Amish areas. The people who don't have electricity and all that. I would like to go there and just see like how it is.
I'd be very scared to attempt to engage with them.
I think they definitely do have like, and then the redneck areas, right? Like that is so country. Like I can't believe in Europe nobody lives like that. Even the country is not that country. You know what I mean? But theirs is so country. Yeah. I would like to see that definitely.
Especially like I don't know. Some of the cool places for like barbecues and shit. In the South, that'd be nice. The Louisiana kind of vibes.
You think so?
I mean, at least for to visit and see.
I don't know. I would like to go.
I've never been to the South, but like what I've been told that the people are actually much more are much warmer and more hospitable.
You see, I don't do well with warm people.
Yeah.
I don't like warm people. No, but for real, I don't like warm people. I like when people are like, normal. Yeah. I don't like that whole warm thing.
Like an interesting example a friend of mine gave me was like, you're walking down the street and then, people say hi to you, just randomly.
Yeah, I don't do well with that either. No, it's just like I don't like that. I've always been a very city person, and I don't like that at all. South America, interesting. I wish I could just like go to a few places, like ding, ding, just specific places. They have this like whole like well, they used to pre-corona times, a ticket for the whole world. It was like 10K, 10 stops, business class, but you can only go one way. That's really good.
You could do that, yeah.
Yeah, now Corona, I don't think they have that.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a good agent, travel agency, they could arrange that for you and a good timings and stuff.
No, the people have done that, and I was so surprised. It was only 10K, and if you do it within a year, it has to be one way. It's called around the world trip, and it's business class, and I was like shocked. There's like these old people who are doing it, and I was like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. They're like, yeah. So that would be really, really cool. Can you imagine? There's so many places you could see the whole world basically. Like I would love to go to Papua New Guinea.
It's not that expensive to travel though when you think about it. Like for example, I don't know, now maybe the prices are kind of wonky, but like the other day I looked at some the plane prices, like friggin' San Francisco is like 750 Sing bucks.
One way.
I think it was
It's one way.
Well, one way it was like.
Yes. Oh, without taxes.
I mean, it would. If it's like both ways, then it's a bit expensive.
I think both ways is about. I think both ways. Okay, actually, it depends. Actually, I think both ways. It can be from 14 all the way to 1,000. That's a range.
Yeah.
You might get 750 if you're like booking way in advance or something like that. Yeah. It's not that bad, but if you want to see like everything, do you know what I mean? If you want to see like everything, if you want to see like for me, if you go, and how many days you have off? 10 days, right? Ooh, you go and then you have to come back. I want to be able to like have not a year, but like an extended period of time where I can see and really like a year just to like work remotely and immerse myself in the culture, or maybe not work. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like
how amazing would that be?
3 months in a place kind of deal, or
not even 3 months. Like I don't know how many months, but I would love to go to Mongolia and live with those kind of people. Nepal, what we saw yesterday, I would love that. Nepal, Mongolia, take the Great Express from, where's that place called? The Siberian Express.
Oh,
yeah. Australia. Oh, and then Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, all those stands, right? And then maybe go through maybe a bit of Finland, and just Sweden and through Norway. I'm not interested in the countries that people go to. I want to go to Mongolia. Those kind of countries. That's quite exciting for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I'm not that into it, but
no. I would love to go if any brand wants to sponsor me.
Actually, a close friend of mine did it.
Was he sponsored?
No.
It's
quite cheap though.
Yes.
You just take the friggin' train and it's like one after another.
Yes, I know, but the thing is that after a certain age, my boss used to tell me this like years ago, and I used to think, whatever, he doesn't know anything. But he was like, right now, when I was in my like early 20s, like now you can travel because you are able to sleep anywhere. As you get older, your bougie level goes higher. And I thought he didn't know. I was like, well, whatever. But actually, yes, he is right, because after a certain age, you don't feel that comfortable sleeping on somebody's couch. You want a nice bed. It's crazy, right? But you actually become a bit weird like that. And I would like a nice bed, and I would like, clean facilities.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It depends.
No, especially with what I have, right? With my thing, I would like clean facilities. I need clean facilities. I would need, things to be of a certain order. Yeah, so if Red Bull wants to sponsor me, or if anybody wants to sponsor me, a year around the globe, I don't know, that'd be amazing, right?
Yeah, it'll be a story for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people would like to do that, but yeah, that's
All right.
yeah. What do you think? Do you think internet has touched the people in Mongolia and stuff?
I don't know. I literally have no idea how those people live or what.
I mean, the most remote place in the world is Papua New Guinea. Well, it used to be Papua New Guinea, and they know about the iPhone, and they love iPhones.
It's not that difficult to have internet access nowadays, right? You have basically all you need is like a $300 antenna
Mm-hmm.
and a $200 router, and you got internet. It's a done deal.
But where do you get it? Where do you get the thing from?
It's like a satellite thing.
But where would be their closest? Who would they get it from?
A satellite internet company.
From Mongolia. They're
No,
Mongolia.
it's global companies, man. I mean,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's not that. I mean, there's shit internet, but it's internet, you know. A friend of mine works on he's like the first officer on a boat.
On a
In
boat?
a boating, like a shipping company.
Okay.
And they're always on, on voyages and stuff. It's like a shipping and like raw materials kind of deal.
Oh, like Lynn.
I guess so. Not like cargo kind of thing, but like raw, materials.
Yeah,
they
that
take
stuff was
from-
raw, like
yeah.
metals and stuff.
Yeah. So he tells us stories about like how bad the internet is and how expensive it is for like I mean, they have to pay like I don't know a few $100 a month.
What's the route that he takes?
It's all around.
Oh, so he doesn't have a specific route.
No, yeah, all around.
And why does he have?
Most recently is in South America. It was
Crazy. I remember Lynn's route was like Fiji to China or something like that.
But she was looking after this region, right?
I guess.
When you're like a captain or like first officer kind of thing, it's
Yeah.
Wherever the company sends you.
Mm.
Yeah. Interesting life, man. But even like in the middle of the ocean, the guys have shitty but present internet.
Remember the Greek people I showed you?
Yeah.
So they were telling me that in Greece, after you like graduate, I can't remember if you go to uni, I can't remember, but then you go straight onto the ship. And for like 8 years, you're on the ship. And then you get off the ship, and then you like do computer stuff about the ship. And they're like, being on the ship is the worst thing ever. Yeah, and then they were like, and then there are people who have never been in the ship, but they've got their PhDs or whatever, or masters, or I don't know what they have, and they tell you what to do, but they've never been on a ship.
Yeah.
Apparently, a ship is a very different.
It's a weird
world.
kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, stories I've been told is like, you're stuck with a bunch of people. Not there, you don't know them per se. There's a lot of rotation going on.
You mean like this house?
Yeah, but like for each trip, voyage, whatever, you have like assignment. You have like a different kind of group. Half of the crew is like mechanics, and
Mm-hmm.
half of them are like cooks and whatever. It's like really kind of everyone does like totally disjoint things, so it's really tough to find common things, right?
I mean, it's a bit like what we do here, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's at least you're not stuck on a vessel in the middle of the ocean, right?
Well, lockdown we were.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting job.
Yeah.
And plus, you have like a shitty social life because you never get to see people, right?
Which people?
People that you're like spouses or
But that's
friends.
gone. Like when you have that kind of job, you're paid well because of that, and you're taking the job because that's just.
Yeah, but you still have a.
You
shitty
can't
social
complain
life.
about that if you have. Then you don't take the job. Like you can't complain about something that you have a choice over. If
I'm not
that
saying
means
people
so
complaining
much.
about it, but it's just like it's not. shitty social life, right?
There's a lot of jobs out. I feel that's true for a lot of jobs, not just that job. But cruise ship. My friend worked in an oil rig, and she said it was like prison.
Yeah, it's probably
she was like it's prison because if you don't wake up at this time to eat food, there's no food for you. Good luck. If you don't do laundry at this time, no laundry, and then you go onto the rig. And the rig, you've got cockroaches in the bed, and it's so gross and so disgusting, and everything is really dirty, and you work for 12, 13 hours a day. And then you're on shore, and on shore you can be called anytime. And she was just like, it's really not fun. You get paid a lot, but she's like, it's horrible, and she hated it so much. Yeah. And she was like, it's like basically, obviously there's no work-life balance, and it's very tough.
Yeah, it probably attracts a lot of weird people as well. So your colleagues are also pretty weird people in general, probably, right?
But if you're in oil, if you're in a really good company,
that's probably the worst part of it.
What people do is they go on for 2 years. They collect their money when they leave. You know what I mean? And people view you, if you've gone through that, they view you like, oh wow, okay, you've done that. But it's a really good company, and it's like a oil. I'm not sure what they're called. Their jobs, like oil rig people, whatever.
Yeah.
Oil engineers. I don't know, but yeah, you get paid really well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's the same for anything. Like sometimes when you have consulting engagements in like messed up companies and messed up like locations.
Yeah.
You're like,
especially like construction or like energy kind of deals are always in remote, weird locations.
But you know that you just have to get on with it. Like, I don't know, there are two kind of people. There are people who complain. Me personally, this is how I feel. Either you're going to complain or you're going to get on with it. If you don't like it, quit your job. There's a million people who will take your job. But that's the way I am like. But I have people who have been brought up exactly in the same household as me, and a completely different view on this. And they think about things like work-life balance and like, you know.
Well, I think it's like
nice colleagues.
You know,
that's a requirement.
If it's a shitty life, but you want to make the money. I mean, you can complain. You know.
I think shut up. Like, don't complain. I think it's like, look, if you want to
complain,
I think not everybody can deal with pain and hard work. Mm-hmm. Like example, if you're a touring band, right? Mm-hmm. And you want to be the next Nirvana, you're gonna be sleeping in shit places.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be having roaches and being paid nothing, and people throwing beer cans at you.
Yeah.
And only a few people can take a bunch of years doing that.
Yeah.
That's what is it called? Nothing wrong baptism, but that's baptism of fire, right? Yeah. And I think in every industry or in anything in life, there's always that baptism of fire, and only some people can take that. And those who like come out of it alive and thriving, those are the ones who really get, you know, what they want to do. So whenever you look at somebody, oh my God, he's killing it in his industry, and nobody ever looks at the baptism of fire that he had to go through. We never glorify the struggle. And then you have people who come out of school and then they're like, oh yeah, I want to be the next Steve Jobs or the next Tesla guy, or Elon. But then they're not willing to go through the baptism of fire because they believe in work-life balance. But on the other side, you can say so many of people are dying, you know, suicide, mental health, I feel like you need to, I don't think there is a correct way to balance it. I think you always have to kind of like understand if you want success. They need to say that success is not normal. If you want to be abnormal, you have to go through abnormal things.
I don't know. I think that's so that's one of the things that I'm kind of against in general, because I think that I'm a big believer in smart work. Mm-hmm. And not hard work. Mm-hmm. So that being said, I don't mean it being like, you know, like being lazy. Lazy is not like, just being like, I think people should be able to do whatever the fuck they want in life and be successful. I believe in that. So I don't believe in like the grind and everything. And obviously not every day is going to be wonderful. And you're going to have to grind and, go through the baptism of fire. but I mean, if that's not a lifestyle, in my opinion, and it doesn't have to be, because if you can identify what you're good at, and if you're so given that you're good at anything, if you're not good at anything, well, maybe tough luck, but like.
And you guys thought that I was me, right?
I don't know, like obviously, right? You need to find something that you're good at. Then you don't have to like bust your ass and like take shit from people and do all that stuff.
Let's look at your lifestyle. How many hours a day do you work?
I mean, currently not much.
Stuff like, how many hours are you sitting on that table? Let's rephrase it. Well, let's say
5-6 hours a day.
No, it's not 5-6 hours a day.
No.
I don't know what time you start. 10?
Around then, yeah.
Okay, so 10, and you're sitting there till 11, 12.
I take a lot of breaks.
Okay, but you're sitting there till 10, 11, 12, and you can't take a break as in I'm on the day off break. You can't do that, can you now? You can't. Okay, so you're basically working 12 hours to 13 hours a day.
Oh, yeah.
And this is 5-6 years into the company. So we can only imagine in year 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, how many hours you'll be spending.
Yeah.
We're talking about 18 hours minimum.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that I haven't done that. I'm just saying
So there you go.
I don't think I had to do that.
No, you have to. You have to go through the baptism of fire.
I mean, and I did. To be honest, I didn't really have to do it. I mean, I could.
You would never be where you are right now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I know, but there are people who enjoy it, and there are people who complain about it.
Yeah. But it's really aligned with my abilities. So.
Are you going somewhere? Can you get me a knife, like a steak knife, a black knife?
Sure.
Oh. Why are men babies? You know how many times he told me his birthday's coming up? Like a million times. Like literally, what do you want me to do?
We're still live, man.
Yeah, but I was watching, so it doesn't matter.
It's recorded.
I don't.
But anyway, man, I think a smart person is able to do what they like and have work-life balance. And
no, I mean yes, and then you get really
successful.
sick, and then you get sick. There was this thing that I saw, like as a founder of a company or something like that. There's only 3 things you can have. In high school, I saw this. There's only 3 things you can have: good grades, sleep, and a social life. That is the rule of life. Good grades, so good at work.
School is not life, man. School is a construct that is total bullshit.
Okay. Hang on. Okay, so work, sleep, and a social life. You can only have 2.
So work is not a construct. Work is about money, right? Mostly.
Okay, making money.
Making money is not like you don't.
I feel we've had this conversation before. You basically said all you do is instead of sleeping, instead of like playing, your social life and your money should be joined. So there's no separation between the 2. But you can only do that when you're competent to a certain level. And that obviously takes time for you to be that good.
It takes a passion. You need to be passionate.
Yeah, but then you have to go through the baptism of fire. So even though you're amazed, you love music, guitar, right? You have to play till your fingers bleed. Now,
well, yeah, but that's not baptism of fire.
That's
fun.
Hang on.
I mean, no guitarists would complain if they're.
Hang on.
Guitarists that likes to play guitars
complain
when they have.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, baptism of fire, what I'm saying is a period where you have to work extra hard, and it's a tough thing if you look at it objectively. Now, because you're subjectively, you like the guitar, it's not baptism of fire for you, or you see the bigger picture, right? So, example, when I used to work like a donkey, it wasn't like, oh my God, because that's the bigger picture, right?
That's the part that I don't agree with. I think when I first learned how to program, for example,
You just think I'm incompetent at my job.
No, I'm not saying that. So like, I like to categorize myself as a good programmer, okay?
Mhm.
And the only reason I like to do that is because I started at a young age, and I really have kept on doing it for, I don't know, 17 years now, and I really enjoy it. I do it as a hobby. I did it for work. I just like it.
Yeah.
And nothing. Almost like at any point in my life, it was never like a struggle for me. Oh shit, I need to write. I mean, it was like I had like grinds and stuff related to it. I had to.
You're looking back with rose-tinted glasses. I mean,
but it's not like
it wasn't.
A big deal.
It wasn't a grind. No, I mean, like,
it's
yeah,
I
see.
Like it. It's my thing.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but
it's not because like I needed to get to the next level. At any point of my programmer journey, it was like I was always at the level of having fun doing it.
But that's your perspective, right? But the thing is that I see where you're coming from. But example for me, to graduate from high school, to graduate from high school, right?
But school is
no. Listen, I wanted to do law, so I need specific grades, and I would love to law.
Tough.
No.
Yeah.
But to get into law was tough. So I had to do stuff with physics and chemistry.
Well, yeah, law.
No, not law. No.
No.
Law was no grind in law. Literally no grind.
Like
but to get into law,
yeah.
I had to have like physics and chemistry grades, where the grind of ensuring subjects I don't give a damn about, I had to get that. So to be able
so being
to
a doctor, law,
or to get your
example
to get your foot into certain places. Example for programming school, maybe you needed certain grades for certain things, and you had to do things that you did not like, just so you could get your foot into certain places.
Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah. So, like I said, like being a doctor, being in law, being an accountant. Professions where you need a stamp of approval. Okay, this person knows what they're talking about. Those ones, my philosophy obviously does not work.
No, but I mean, even for your kind of job.
But jobs where you're just like, you just do something and like people doesn't really give a fuck about what your credentials are.
But even for your job, there must have been something that you had to do that you did not like, but you had to do it to make yourself, to get where you wanted to be.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I have done that, but like, my point is like,
what was that?
I didn't really need to do those.
No, but you did. You kind of like discounted that now you've
kind of.
Would you like to elaborate on what?
Like things where I thought, well, I mean, there are a number of factors. Some like one part of the thing is I do like having like challenges in life and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which I kind of tend to push myself to challenging stuff rather than boring stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
So I always get go towards that.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that's my point.
Could you explain to me like what was it?
So I've had like a bunch of great jobs. And
what was this thing that you didn't? What was your baptism of fire that you didn't need to go through? Basically, could you elaborate before?
I don't know.
You don't know?
What's a baptism of fire? That
could you get me a fork, please?
Well, I didn't have to set up a company.
But that is something that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
There you go.
I didn't have to do it.
But right now you're sitting here, right? And you can, thank you. And you can work, thank you. And you can work. Would you like to join us?
Yeah.
We're getting a new, what's it called? Podcaster? Yeah.
Podcastee?
Right? Podcastee. Yeah.
Are you guys recording?
We're live, man.
Yeah.
You're live?
Yeah. Live in the house.
Yeah, all right. I'm in. Wait, give me a second.
So yeah,
You're just talking
for
here with the
example,
light on.
the company could be like just
Yeah, but you
could
wouldn't
just
be.
like not do the company.
You wouldn't
right?
be in, but you wouldn't be in this position if it was not for the company.
Yeah, but I'd be happy and successful and whatever, Who would, you wouldn't care. You don't have to. My point is that, you don't have to be like in the grind and everything to be successful and happy and like wealthy and all that, You don't have to do that. You can just have fun at something and just do it enough. And
So you work in Tesco, okay? You work in a grocery store.
well, that obviously does not.
How are you gonna be happy or
Well, you're never gonna be happy doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, how do you do that?
You don't do it. Someone else does. No, you don't.
For an average Joe, okay. I'm saying for an
there's-
average Joe. For an average Joe, they get out of university, right? And they can't get a job. And this is a reality for so many people out there. They can't get a job. What would they do? So what they do is they work
that
odd
sucks.
jobs.
That sucks. I mean, there's
Okay.
no easy answer out of that.
No, but that's
For
what I'm saying. That's when you go
grinding is-
baptism of fire. You have to do.
So the only I would say like grinding in that circumstance would be perhaps helpful for figuring out what you're really good at. Because obviously, if you're working in
the camera's on here.
So I'm gonna come and squeeze in the middle. I'm gonna be the
Yeah.
baby.
So welcome to our new podcastee, Patrick.
What's up? What's up?
Yes,
Nice. It's actually not my first time on the podcast.
it is.
Well, on this one, yeah, on a podcast. Sorry, I meant to say.
Oh wow, subtle flex.
Subtle flex.
All right.
Low key flex. And which conversation am I interrupting?
Well, let's talk about you first.
About me. Okay. What do you want to know?
Well, introduce yourself to our audience.
All right. My name's Patrick.
Also known as Patrico.
Patricio Barreño.
Baron.
Lots of nicknames. I moved in with these two cuties and two other cuties 2 weeks ago.
And another one there.
Oh my goodness, I'm camera shy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can do an amazing California college girl accent. One of my many hidden talents. Yeah, I just recently moved to Singapore. Moved in with those fellas here, and now I'm on a podcast apparently. And I work in tech. It's very just like everyone in Singapore. That's it. That's my introduction.
Welcome.
Yay.
Welcome to Lyfe Is Good podcast.
Life is good. Life is good.
Yeah, with 3 O's, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. We were also talking about some things that we have coming up for you guys. We're going to do live streaming of DJ set, which we're going to set up in the balcony. I was also thinking about live streaming Tuesdays with the gang dinner.
Ooh.
Yeah, I told you he was into it.
Yeah.
The only person who would not be into it would be Dan, but then you tell Dan don't say anything.
I think that's gonna be a tough sell.
It's only Dan. Dan will just say keep quiet, Dan. But I think it'll be great.
Did you talk about the challenge?
The challenge.
I gave the homework I gave you guys for last Tuesday.
The dinosaur?
The dinosaur.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, good. I just wanted to check. I just wanted to see if the audience is in on this. Okay.
Yeah, there's like 0 people.
There's one person.
That's us. No, but there's one person here as well. Hello. It will grow. Don't worry. Somebody can do the marketing for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
No, but I was thinking of getting a Twitch channel, L30, and you can like live with us basically. But the real world, right?
Ooh.
Like the real world.
Intriguing.
So
I like
basically,
it.
the live DJ set, Tuesdays with the gang, food, Thursdays podcast, and it ties up. And then we can like start selling stuff that when we like your T-shirt. If you want to buy it, you can go on to patrico.com, or you can
Patrico.com. Or if you're in Munich and you want to go to the best seafood restaurant ever, like ever.
The best pterodactyl soup in Munich.
It was really good, right?
That's perfection.
I mean,
and I saw Bella Hadid there. Like, oh my god.
oh my god.
Yeah,
Really?
like Bella Hadid.
What
yeah.
did she have?
I can't remember what it's called, but I know in English it's called whipped air.
Oh,
It
that
was
sounds,
a
that sounds
chef.
very tasty.
Yeah, it was a chef's specialty.
Chef special, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He is really good with that, right?
Yeah.
So I've been told. So dear audience, aka no one, aka us, yeah, if you're ever in Munich, go to Barins Muschel-Ecke, the best seafood restaurant pretty much in this galaxy. Like,
I would say like this universe.
Yeah. Like there's pretty much nothing else out there. Let's face it. No, I do like the idea. We just need to get an audience.
He's audience, yay! So yeah, no, definitely. I'm thinking live stream, Twitch or something. So for that, and I was thinking maybe we need like a tripod stand.
We can, once we have our setup with the DJ equipment and all three of us are going to be professional DJs, we can live stream that shit.
Yeah.
On like Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever.
Yeah, we can do the multi-channel streaming. And then I would love to have the whole Tuesday's dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think, first of all, your names are not going to be there.
Unless I'm going to be like, guys, by the way, I'm Patrick. I'm gonna be like that attention whore.
You're gonna be like, okay, but unless you do that, and then you put your full name there,
yeah,
and you get all the people in work, it's impossible to find you, and you're not gonna be saying anything, that's offensive. We have brands to protect here.
I actually thought about having a podcast like for quite some time, and then I think
you're like my fucking twin in that aspect.
I feel like COVID hit, and then everyone started having a podcast, and I was like,
this is an L30 kind of vibe,
Hashtag L30. But like my idea back then was a beer with Baron. So
thank you.
So essentially, the idea would be, okay, I'll have one beer, and then I would have a guest on the podcast. And kind of just talk about random shit.
Are you kicking us out of our own podcast?
No.
Okay, just double checking. Just double checking.
I like gradually transition this into a beer with Baron, and then you guys are just like regular guests on my podcast.
Wow. Okay.
But the idea was to have like one serious topic each week. And then the rest would be just random chit chat.
I was thinking of getting like people on Bumble to have talks. It's actually meant to be, what is it meant to be? It's meant to be, what's that thing called? It's meant to be actually tech and pop culture. That's what we normally talk about, like NFTs or anything that's coming up.
Okay.
And I was thinking of recruiting interesting people from Bumble. So it's like a date come podcast.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Did you guys talk about any NFT stuff this week or any tech stuff?
We talked about last week.
Okay.
This week we were talking about basically Nigeria and developing countries, internet usage. Where would you invest? And then we were talking about. You wouldn't be on it? Oh, my friend wants to be on it.
All right.
You met him, right, Lee? The actor guy.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
But he has a setup for the podcast. He has got microphones and everything. He's got everything.
Okay.
Yeah, should we just like
professional?
Yeah, you could come over here and do it, I guess. Yeah, like the Joe Budden thing. So we're actually gonna have but then he has to bring the whole thing here, or do we go to his place?
Where does he live?
Unos. It's not that far. It's like 10 minutes for a cab ride.
Okay.
15 minutes? I don't know, 15, 10? Yeah.
Not sure Mike's convinced. Not sure I'm convinced. No, but let's have Lee on the podcast.
Yeah. Definitely.
Quickly circling back to just...
circling back. Okay, I hate that kind of speak. Oh my God, okay.
Oh my God. No, the worst is having said that.
As aforementioned.
Okay, so circling back.
I don't want to circle back to nothing, bro. I was actually thinking we can like definitely have like Bumble people, and then we can have actually people on TV, and we can actually talk about stuff. Like if you really want to go out there, but we need somebody to pip the channel out.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the time for that. Looking at you, Petrico.
The guy who comes home from work at 9:46.
Yeah, you don't know my work schedule. I don't get out of the house. I don't get out of my room. I don't get out of my room till like 8 p.m. and I haven't had any food. This is my first meal of the day. This is my first glass of water.
Can we show the audience what your glass of water looks like? It's a glass of
water. Bro, you put my straw inside. That straw is meant to be out.
Oops.
Yeah, but anyway, we definitely should do that. Like, could you like pimp it out?
How?
I don't think.
God,
you seem to be a bundle of energy, you know.
I am.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
We're the oldlings, you know. We're not that, you know.
I'm the baby in the house here.
Yeah, definitely.
I was gonna say apparently, but not just apparently. I definitely am.
Yeah. I'll talk. Yeah, Lee. I will do that. Yeah.
How many? What's our audience? Is it just Lee or is it more people?
Well, people come on and then since there's no boobs and ass, they can log off. But if you show your beautiful boobs, you know.
Boobs and ass.
You can go both, right?
Fair enough. But I just wanted to drop a very chauvinist comment and say that this is the job for you, my dear.
No, definitely not. I would love to see male boobs and ass a lot more.
Okay.
I mean, I think we're very gender neutral in this house, and the best boobs and ass definitely goes to him. I mean, look at him. Striking young man, all these females coming to his house every single day, you know? So definitely your boob and ass is like out there.
It's out there.
It's out there.
Okay, so maybe.
Oh, see, more people logging in now. Woo!
Tune in next week and maybe you'll see some boobs and ass.
Yeah, come on, give them a sneak peek. Okay, I'll be done for harassment. So I shall not do this. Be careful nowadays.
Sexual harassment.
Lawsuit. You have to be careful nowadays.
Lawsuit.
Workplace harassment.
Yep.
But you said okay to that beforehand.
When did I?
You signed an NDA and you signed the declaration of, you know,
She's lying.
Declaration of nudity?
Yeah.
What sort of document?
Dear internet, she's lying. Okay.
How does the legal aspect of that work?
You signed a waiver. Sorry, it was a waiver. Signed a waiver.
I was under the influence. She gave me some stuff.
Some Xannies.
Some Xannies. I think it was heroin, pretty much.
That is my shit, okay? Not mine.
And then she made me sign something. I don't know.
So you were aware you signed something. There we go. The jury has basically, boom. So he was aware. There we go. That's all we needed. Thank you.
So next week there's going to be some...
Okay.
I feel like we've taken this podcast to a level...
But right now it's showing sexy knees. There you go.
Here.
Oh, is this All Saints?
No.
What is this?
It's a brand called Forage.
Ooh, where's it from?
Germany.
Ooh. Like Forage for stuff.
Forage.
I don't like Forage for things.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what is he wearing today? So you're wearing Forage jeans, All Saints t-shirt, Daniel Wellington watch.
Yep. Calvin Klein belt, which I bought very cheap in some random outlet mall somewhere in the States.
Okay.
Am I doing underwear?
Yeah, go on. What's that? Guess? Boss? Okay.
Boss.
Tidy whities? Okay.
Yeah, tidy whities. Yeah. Hugo Boss. Hilfiger socks.
Oh, wow. My socks are usually Primark, but okay, go on.
Okay, so...
Who's on it, man?
He's on it.
Yeah,
okay, necklace, come on.
Necklace is Crafted. It's this very hipster brand. They do necklaces.
Okay, sunglasses?
Sunglasses?
Sorry,
glasses.
Sorry.
This brand is called Appetizer. They make absolutely amazing glasses. I really love their shit.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I feel like our audience is too small for us to even.
No, you gotta aim big.
Fair enough. When we're like huge in 3 weeks' time, and people, rewatch old episodes, it's good for us to see.
Yeah, definitely.
So hashtag not sponsored.
This rubber band bracelet.
For Ocean.
There you go.
In case you guys don't know this, this is made entirely out of ocean plastic, and I think 100% of the proceeds go to like some ocean project. So it's like really nice. It's actually like a nonprofit, like for-profit nonprofit type of thing. So they want to be self-sustainable, but like
that's my favorite type of nonprofit.
For-profit nonprofit.
Because it's sustainable.
Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah.
They're not like, hey, just give us your money, but rather they do something and then they sell you a service or a product.
Okay, let me talk about my stuff. My pajamas are from Victoria's Secret. My t-shirt is from Daiso, $2.
Are you wearing it inside out?
Yeah,
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. But this is home t-shirts. My bikini top is from Primark. Underwear is from Primark. This is from some bougie thing. Oh, this is really expensive.
Really?
Like out of everything. Yeah. This was $10. This was from a store in Tanglen Mall called White Ginger. It's like really like ocean stuff.
I thought gingers were red.
White ginger. Okay. Am I wearing anything else? No, I'm not.
Okay. Mikester.
Ray-Ban sunglasses. Flex.
Not Ray-Ban.
Oh, they're not Ray-Ban.
Ray-Berries.
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 Really?
Classic Ray-Berries.
Wait, are they Ray-Bans or no?
They're knockoff Ray-Bans.
And I was gonna go to the store and say, hey, can I have some of those? And you said, okay, go ahead.
You can go to a store, just not to a Ray-Ban store.
Well, you can. I didn't say you can't. I mean, obviously they have.
I thought they were real. They look really, really good. I like them. I really, really like them a lot.
No, these were like $3.
Okay, cool.
T-shirt.
T-shirt. I have no idea what brand this
All right.
Check it out.
We'll check it out.
Probably
This is
no name.
Giovanni J.
Yeah.
It sounds fancy.
Yeah.
Italian.
My shorts. I think I got these from ASOS. I don't know what
Okay.
brand it is though. Is it ASOS?
I'm not gonna check.
And my underwear. I have no idea. Again,
Socks.
no brain. No
No
brand.
socks.
The beer.
The beer, yeah.
Breda.
Breda, Netherlands, right?
I
It's a
think
city in the
some
Netherlands.
European-
It should be Dutch.
Oh yeah, it says Holland.
Yeah, it's Breda is a city in the Netherlands. It's pretty nice there.
That's your hair, not mine. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you can tell, the fashionista in this group is Patrico.
Yeah.
So you can be our A&R branding man and marketing man for this podcast.
All right,
Live stream, yeah? Thank
sounds
you.
good. Sounds good. We need to. What's the name? You said
Life is good.
Life is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be life in the penthouse because that's gonna be like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So we just say life is good. It's just like good vibes all around. A bunch of people just chilling in a nice place and just enjoying life and seeing the positive.
All right. Fair.
Because I know we're gonna get a lot of negativity based on where we live and what we do and a lot of things. So we're just trying to bring positivity.
Okay, I like that. Life is good.
With 3 F's. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. No, that's important. Yeah.
All right, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Can we have we don't have a mic, so we can't drop a mic, but I can drop our remote drop.
See you guys later. Have a good one.
All right. Thanks for
See you
tuning in.
next week.
See you next week.